It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in.
You could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like I know this is our 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel it a little bit.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's the East versus West, where the Charlotte Hornets will be looking to make a statement. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, a quick two-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Ellis, and it's Knox in at power forward. And the second free throw, good. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, that's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the glass. They needed to do a much better job of getting inside position. And if you can't do that, it's going to be a long day on the backboards.
Good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Denver on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Harrison. Denver getting their last shot to go, and that is good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did, but boy, that was a nice job. A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so he makes both from the line. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Horton. They set the screen. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Off target with the open look.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Harrison passes to Ingram. All sorts of time. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And so here's Denver. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the...
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Kicks it to Ellis. Pass to Woodson. He dishes it to Barnes. And the foul goes against Charlotte. Here's Horton. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
3 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Cannot hit. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Ingram, and it's blocked. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Woodson. They set the pick. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. First free throw is good. And the Hornets making a change here. Kelly's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, fires high post, and it comes off the front of the rim.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Knox the pass to Woodson. To the left side wing. Here's Horton. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Tell you what, it's been a different story for them at the line this season. When you measure those numbers against last season's, I mean, they've taken a big-time dip, guys.
Hornets trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Timeout Charlotte. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
There's the screen. Outside, Rodman. The pass to Logan. 6 to shoot. Here's Kelly. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
Passes to Woodson. Ellis, right side. Pass to Horton. Here's Knox. And again, Denver no good. Charlotte trailing, and a fast break now for the Hornets. Moving it up. Ingram passes to Logan. The 17-footer goes down. Here's Horton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now Barnes. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Woodson. Rodman with the defensive effort.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
For Charlotte, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
To the paint. Ewing kicks it over to Nash. Back to Ewing. Pass to Horton. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Here's Pena. And that one comes up a bit short.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
He tries for 3, and that one's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Ewing. Not a lot of room. And there's the pass to Pena. Shot is off. Hornets leading by 4. And a fast break now for the Hornets. That's good. 5 points in the game. 1:36 left in the first. And it's Ewing penetrating, and he slams it one-handed.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Here's Logan. 20 points for him last game against Dallas. Ross is checked in for Charlotte. And the Nuggets making a change here. Passes it to Logan. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Ewing.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
That's good. And now just a 1-point Hornets lead.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Nash outside. Denver passing it around. Here's Pena. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Logan. Good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. And there's the feed to Ewing. Inside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Hornets ahead. They're up by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounded. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Charlotte in the lead. So on the floor for Denver. They've got Ewing, and it's Henry in at the 3. Pass to Winston. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And a moment to see numbers for Ellis. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Good on both. The Nuggets trail by 4. Dishes it to Henry. The pass to Knox. Out left to the wing. Feeds it to Henry. It's tipped, but he recovers it. Down low, another shot, and another shot. Out to the wing. 4 seconds left. Here's Knox, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Now the dish to Ellis. Pass to Knox. Henry with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Pass to Knox. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Henry passes to Woodson to the inside. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And the Hornets making a change here. Kelly's checked in. Barnes lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Barnes has got 8.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
And the shot is good.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The pass to Knox. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Horton. Ellis, left side. It's intercepted. Here's Ingram. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he was...
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Fires from deep. Charlotte no good that time either. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, he probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
And the Hornets making a change here. Rodman's checked in. Knox the pass to Horton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Gill is checked in for Charlotte. Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Here's Harrison. Rodman sets a screen. Inside. Ingram passes to Kelly. Ellis against Gill. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Rodman. The 9-footer's on the mark. Rodman's got his first bucket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Passes to Knox. Here's Horton. Rodman covering. To the left wing. And here is Barnes. He had 16 points in the win against Chicago. And that one's good, Ellis.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Ingram, covered by Barnes. Rodman sets a screen. Here's Gill. No good. Ellis with some nice D.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Back to Barnes.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Horton. There's the killer two-handed slam.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
From the stripe. Can't hit. Now Denver takes it the other way. To the paint. Rodman grabs the miss.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Releases. Charlotte no good that time either.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Pass to Horton. To the middle. Pena passes to Horton. And a missed layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
1:37 left in the first half. Rodman goes in. Takes it off the glass. Rodman's got his second basket of the night.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
To the inside. Pena passes to Barnes. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. The Nuggets #1. The Hornets 4th.
Well, they're defensive-minded teams. Both of these teams are. They really pride themselves on making their opponents uncomfortable. And they get up into them. And because they do, they're able to get deflections that lead to steals, and that leads to points for them.
Charlotte making a switch here. Ross is checked in.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunity.
And he gets it to go. He's got 7. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Nuggets?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And it's denied. Pass to Pena. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. Kicks it to Ewing. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The second chance effort. And he gets it to go.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Here's Logan, defended by Nash. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. He's got 11.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side.
He got it! Wow! He caught it!
My goodness.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And that concludes the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys have been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, You got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Hornets trail by 13. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Harrison, and it's Winston in at the center, locking down the middle. Misses the layup.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Got a piece of it. Here's Harrison. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
For Charlotte, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. The Nuggets leading by 13. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Knox the pass to Woodson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bringing it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
8 feet away. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Assisted.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Barnes passes to Horton. Here's Woodson. He feeds it to Ellis. A second chance effort. Over to the wing. And the pass to Woodson. Over in the corner, Barnes. He misses his first shot of the contest after making his first 6. Passes it to Ingram. This one for 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
All right, Charlotte, now we're in the court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets dance team, make some noise!
And the Hornets making a change here. Kelly's checked in. The Nuggets leading by 10. Ellis outside. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Harrison passes to Winston. Here's Ingram. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Denver's shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now here's Barnes. 12 points for him. Takes a three. Harrison with the rebound.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
That's his first personal foul.
For Charlotte, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Kelly. Shooting 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Fast break now for Charlotte. With the teardrop. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Ingram.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break. And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Yeah, they had been watching it kind of melt away, but that basket could be what gets the momentum back in their favor.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Knox the pass to Ellis. That's a 2 from Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
What a stellar outing in this one for Barnes. He's got 14 points and a block.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
They get it back. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Winston. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Knox. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Horton with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 4. It's Ellis on the wing. Pass to Horton. Over in the corner, Barnes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty from that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And stolen by Barnes. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Horton. And it's good. 8 points for him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Harrison passes to Kelly. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. The shot is off. Great defense that time from Ellis. There's the pass to Woodson. Back to Barnes. Ellis outside. to the right side. All sorts of time. The shot misses. And Charlotte will come the other way. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Forrest. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
But he stays with it. Got a piece of it. The Nuggets leading by 7. Over in the corner, Ellis. Passes it to Horton. That's a 2 from Barnes. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. The Nuggets, number 1.
Well, this is only a trend over a few games out of a very, very long season. But the coach has got to be pleased that his team has been able to score big with some consistency.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Both shots good from the stripe.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Nash dishes to Henry. Back to Nash. Pena passes to Ewing. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Ross with a wide open look, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here's Henry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Pena. He kicks it to Henry. Nash outside. He dishes it to Henry. Clock at 6. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Gill's got his first points in this one.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
To the middle, Logan. Denver grabs the miss. From deep three-point range, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. The Nuggets leading by 7, and it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Hornets' head athletic trainer. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a level 1 twisted ankle. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
And Denver will start the fourth quarter. They've got Ewing, and it's Henry in at the 2 spot. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Here's Gill. Banked in off the glass.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
The feed now to Ewing. And then Ewing with the dunk.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Denver leading by 4. Here's Horton, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
The screen from Ewing. In the corner.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Here's Penbay, and the layup is good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Denver calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead. the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
bringing it
sir.
down hard.
Yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Barnes. Hornets with the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Odman sets a screen, passes it to Logan. Pass to Winston. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a timeout there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Hornets said to his team. His message to them was all about getting high percentage shots and having the crisp ball movement on the perimeter that it takes to get those shots. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense, lots of shots, and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Barnes. Defense is right there. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Logan. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. The Nugget shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's Horton.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's Ingram. Here's Winston. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Nuggets foul call. That's his 5th personal.
Ingram passes to Harrison. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
The Nuggets making a switch here. The first one falls. Nash is checked in for Denver.
Going to the line.
That one is no good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Hornets trail by 13. There's the pass to Ingram. Drains the three-pointer. 21 points in the game.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Nash kicks to Ellis. Denver passing it around. Back to Barnes. Dishes it to Ellis. Out left to the wing. Barnes passes to Nash. Here's Knox on the clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Charlotte's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. First one falls for him. Good on both. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Ellis. Guarded closely. Passes it to Woodson. Feeds to Ellis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
So far in the game for Ellis, he has 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And Ellis drops them both. And here are the Hornets now.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Denver.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with the first victory for this matchup with a 1-0 record against the Hornets.
Harrison. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Knox the pass to Woodson. There's the dish to Nash. Back to Barnes. Pass to Woodson. Just 5 on the clock. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's Harrison, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Nuggets on offense. They lead by 14. Barnes can't get it to go. Fires it up. The shot by Harrison, no good.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
Well, he shows just how good he can be when he's at the top.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.